Hey guys, I'm back for another edition. So the war continues. This time it's gonna take place on a map called the Silo Heights. There's a number of things that I want to point out before I get into it. The Soviets in this particular map have a division that's heavily armored. They've got a lot of tanks, and there's some seriously heavy tanks. And so I'm going with this is kind of a nutsy strategy that I'm using, but it's do or die. So from what you can see is I've got all these tanks, and they're all pointed at the Soviets. They're all set to defend. We're just going to start blasting away from the beginning. Now, why am I doing this? Well, as I've mentioned before in several of the other videos, the enemy has full information regarding my positions, and eventually at some point, whether I shoot now or later, they're gonna know where I'm at, and they're gonna just blow me away. So I figured it's better to just have them all shooting, to begin with, take out as many of their tanks as possible, try to get lucky here and there, and just go from there. So we're gonna, we've set up sort of a firing squad here, perimeter around their initial position, and we're just gonna try to take out as many of their tanks. The second thing I've tried to do is I have an initial line here, which is sort of weak, but then I've got a backup secondary line behind that one. These guys, have a good view to sort of, cover the rear and provide some suppressive fire for the forward guys. A little bit there, that's better. And yeah, so I've done that. I think that gives me a good coverage of the entire battlefield. Initially I was gonna just, put all my guys back here, but I thought that was way too defensive, and I really want to push the Soviets on this map because I think it's a really good map for me. I have a lot of tanks, and I have some really good tanks, so I figured, you know what, let's make it interesting. Let's do this. If they want to bring tanks, I can bring my tanks, and we can, duke it out and see who wins, who's the better man. And so that's what we're gonna do. And so let's get started. And I'm actually really curious to see what's gonna happen, because this could be really brutal. The initial stages of this are really gonna be interesting. So okay, let's get going. Let's see what happens. And they have all these tanks, and so please shoot. Oh, I hope my things shoot. Yes, I took one of them out. Perfect. Oh, I missed that one. Here's another tank. Oh, I'm opening up. See, this was a really good strategy. Did I get hit? I'm immobile, but I'm still shooting, so that's fine. I should also say that I also set hotkeys for my tanks. I always like to do that. I feel it gives me much better control. Wow, that tank is taking them out. Perfect. That's tank number 2 that I've taken out. Okay, I've got to watch my ammo because I'm very low. Oh, and I took this tank out too. That's 3 tanks. Perfect. Now, I hear a tank shooting. Which one is that? That's this guy. Yeah, we can let him shoot. Wow, he's right up there. This is the first map where I actually, I have to admit, things are just going perfectly for me. In fact, I may be able to drive them away. Like I said before though, I have to watch my ammo, and I'm keeping a close eye on it right now. As you see, I'm going through each one of the tanks and just checking their quantity of ammunition. So this one is down to its last what is it, artillery rounds or tank rounds, whatever that's called. And so he's going to set the ambush. We don't need him anymore. This guy is shooting his machine guns, so we can let him continue shooting. You know what? I think this kind of map actually is gonna call for this kind of map is I'm gonna switch my strategy. I'm gonna go into a completely aggressive stance. Oh no, something killed. Oh, what's that? I was gonna advance these guys to this tank, but as you notice, something took them out. So there's another tank, some kind of heavy weapon that... Where is it? It looks to be around here somewhere. Or is that just a machine gunner? Yeah, it is. It's just a machine gunner. I'm gonna take him out. And he's trying to advance? What is he thinking? It's suicide. I tell you what, I'm gonna make a dash for that victory location, and it's gonna be these guys. Actually, it's gonna be several guys. We're gonna try to do it very intelligently, obviously. Wow, they've got so many men. I hope I have enough rounds for all of them. Okay, guys, make it. I don't know what this guy thinks he's doing, but he's not gonna get anywhere. Now, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my secondary front guys up into the war. Yes, I think that's a good idea. Oh, look, there's a mortar here. I hear rockets being fired, but I'm not sure where exactly. Oh, there's a whole bunch of guys down here. These guys must die. Number 2 has a lot of rounds. Number 3 is down, and so he's gonna have to quiet down for a little bit. What about number 4? This is I'm speaking of the tanks here. Okay, so